Hey, what's up everybody? Gilbert Blaze here with a vlog for Monday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. You know, today was a very, very important day for me. I finally went to have my long-awaited appointment with the throat specialist. And I gotta say, the outcome was very disappointing. I basically waited like about 30 minutes to see the doctor. Then I finally got to see the nurse, they checked my blood pressure, and then I got to see the doctor. And the visit lasted all but like 10 minutes. 10 minutes to see this doctor, and my appointment was done after waiting like almost 2 months to see this doctor. So basically, they checked my throat. They saw that my tonsils was enlarged, but not enlarged enough to where it needs to be removed. And then they checked my nose and my ears and all that stuff. So they gave me some kind of nasal spray that supposedly will help me out, clear my throat or something like that, and clear my nose or whatever. But I'm like, don't I need more of research done on me? And I'm telling the doctor, giving the doctor all these questions, and they're basically saying that they see that I gotta take an overnight sleep study test, so they gotta wait until that happens, and then they'll see from that outcome where they can go from there. But I haven't gotten the appointment yet for the sleep study test, which is going to take like a month or two because the sleep specialist told me that they're kind of backed up right now. So I'm just like frustrated. Like, this healthcare, the healthcare in this country is just horrible. I mean, I can complain over and over about it. Everyone knows how bad the healthcare system is here. It's just horrible. I mean, I just can't believe how long I've been waiting to find out all these answers, and yet nothing's being done. I mean, I'm just waiting. I'm like, by the time I wait and get all these results done, I'm gonna be like 30 years old. I mean, seriously, it's ridiculous. And so now I got another appointment in September. I got like the sleep doctor in September, the throat doctor in September, and now the sleep test itself. I don't know when that's going to be taking place. So we'll see what happens there. But I mean, my sleeping hasn't been like that bad lately. Like, it's very sporadically. Like, that's a word. It's very sporadic. Like, I have weeks of where I can sleep, and then other weeks where I can't sleep. So recently I haven't been able to sleep, which is good, and my throat hasn't been hurting me as much. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, it's just very frustrating. I'm just so tired of all these doctors giving me these bullshit excuses. Like, they're not even spending the time to like really thoroughly check me out. I feel I just don't understand what's going on here. But it is what it is, and I got to deal with it the best way I can, unfortunately. So let's just talk about wrestling really fast. Last night was the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and surprisingly, it was a good pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. I actually watched it. I didn't order it, but I watched it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I was really surprised with the outcomes of the Money in the Bank matches. First off, let's talk about Kane winning the SmackDown match. The SmackDown match to me was the better match of the two, and they gave it a lot of time, and I was really happy about it. But Kane was a very shocking outcome, because here's a guy who, yes, has been in the company for over a decade, very loyal to the WWE, but for the past few years, he's been nothing but a jobber. He hasn't been very relevant, and now all of a sudden, you know, they've been trying to build him up again as a monster, build him up as this big force, and with the whole Undertaker storyline happening, and he was a dominating force in the Money in the Bank match. He was very dominating, more dominating than a Big Show, I thought. So him winning was, I think in my opinion, he's going to be retiring soon. So that's like probably his going away present. Let's give him the title one more time for all the hard work and all the service he gave us for the many years he's been with the company. And so that's his going away present. But I honestly think that he's behind the whole Undertaker being like attacked and getting put on whatever, like life support or whatever the hell they're just trying to do. I think he's going to be the one that's going to be responsible for the attack. And then when Undertaker come back, which I think is probably SummerSlam, it's going to be Undertaker versus Kane for the heavyweight title, and they're going to have a little feud one last time before Kane retires and before Undertaker retires. So I think that's what's going to happen with that. But we'll see what happens. But I am shocked and that he won the Money in the Bank and now won the title. Like, wow. I guess he'll keep the title longer than one day than he did before. So we'll see where they go with this storyline. But I don't see him winning the title or keeping the title for a very long time. But I am curious to see how they're going to play the storyline out. And with the Raw Money in the Bank, shocker of the night. I mean, I think even more shocked than Kane winning was The Miz winning. And now The Miz has been coming into his own. I think, honestly, he's probably one of the top 5 heels of the company right now. I mean, The Miz has been really, really good, and I'm really proud of him. He came a long way from being buried by Cena and being like not being able to change in the locker room to now coming to this status right now with a match having Orton, Edge, and Jericho, former champions, and I thought maybe a former champion was going to win, but thankfully that didn't happen, and the Miz won, which I am happy for. I'm happy that someone, a fresh blood, fresh meat, actually won a big match like that, you know. So be interesting to see what happens with the Miz. I hope he doesn't become the first person that cashes it in and loses the match, but it might very well be. I just don't see him as heavyweight champion anytime soon. I still think Raw is too crowded with former heavyweight champions. So I think, unfortunately, he might be the first one that loses the title match. So we'll see what happens with that. But I hope he drags it out for a long time. Should be interesting. And you know what? I was actually surprised by the two women matches. It wasn't like long as usual. You know, they're not going to have a long match, and the crowd was completely dead for at least the Eve Alicia Fox match. But both matches weren't sloppy. It was actually decent. It was just a regular type match. It wasn't like a pay-per-view quality match, but it was regular, and I was happy for them that they at least had some good matches, even though the crowd could care less for the matches. But overall, yeah, it was a good pay-per-view for the WWE. A very good pay-per-view, and I am looking forward to seeing Raw tonight because I can't wait to hear what The Miz got to say, and we'll see what happens with Nexus and Cena's story angle. So, yeah, overall it was pretty decent, and I was happy for it. And I'm still looking forward to September, because it's like September is going to be a really big month for me with all these doctor's appointments. But then also you got ROH, you got Shikara, you got TNA, and I think you got WWE having a house show in MSG. So it's a big September is going to be a big crowded month for me. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's my vlog for now, guys. Hope you all having a great day. Talk to you all soon. Later.